And good evening, ladies and gentlemen, and welcome to another night of lacrosse here Tuesday at the Shearwater Arena in downtown Dartmouth. Today we have a pretty good matchup between the visiting Eastern Shore Breakers and the hometown Dartmouth Bandits. Both teams coming off a couple losses here, especially the Dartmouth Bandits, who came up short just a few days ago against the St. John Rapids. As for the Breakers, they dropped the game to the Sackville Wolves in a pretty tight contest. But both teams looking to get back in the win column here and come out of here with the 2 points. As we get set for the opening face-off, it'll be number 7 for the Dartmouth Bandits, Sophie Blois. And it appears to be number 20 for the Breakers. We will have the number shortly. The Myra St. Hilaire, brother of Finn St. Hilaire. The sister of Finn St. Hilaire, rather. As we get set here in the opening draw. The draw is taken. And still being battled for, but picked up by Myra St. Hilaire. Hilaire bringing it down the half wall. She surveys her options. She passes off to number 4, Alina Collins. Collins with it now, moving towards the center of the floor. Moving it off to number 12, who just misses the pass there. We will have a number there shortly for. The ball is picked up by the Bandits here and brought up. The number 14 for the Bandits, Leah Larac. She passes out to Alina Gold. Use it right back to Larac, but the Bandits are called on the back over. Here we go, Eastern Shore Breakers as Maggie Duck comes in. Maggie Duck fakes and scores. And just like that, the Eastern Shore Breakers have their first lead of the night with a goal and a sprint. On a quick, speedy play from Maggie Duck. She picks the ball up here on the quick over and back reset. Number 16 with some wheels, beating Alina Gold on the outside. And faking to beat Mia Eckert. It might go in net to make this a 1-0 game. As we get set for the opening draw after the goal here, it will be taken by number 7, Sophie Blois. Can't see a number on the Eastern Shore Breakers player yet, as veteran official number 16 obstructs my view here. Maurice. It would have been number 18 for the Breakers there. We'd be at Gabby London. As the ball's picked up by number 22, Lacey Poirier. Poirier stripped, and the ball's picked up by number 7, captain Sophie Blois. Blois drops the ball, and the Eastern Shore Breakers will have a step here. Gabby London moving in. London fakes, scores. Gabby London makes it 2-0. And just like they did a minute ago, Eastern Shore Breakers strike on the quick over and back reset. As you can see, Sophie Blois just losing the handle on the ball here. Gabby London takes flight. She fakes once, twice, and beats Mia Eckert down on the left side to make this game 2-0. As we get set here, Sophie Blois will be taking it for the Dartmouth Bandits. Seems number 20 for the Eastern Shore Breakers. Myra St. Hilaire, a big hit from Sophie Blois, but she gets called on the second hit there down low. You can't hit anybody while they're on the floor. And it'll be an illegal cross-check call coming to number 7, the captain for the Dartmouth Bandits. That's number 21, Pierce Batchelder with it now. Batchelder spinning off a check. Moving it over to Gabby London again, who fires, and she has another one. Gabby London on the delayed penalty call makes it 3-0. A great passing play by the Breakers here. You see a pick set for Pierce Batchelder to find some room. Gabby London just sneaking down the middle as the 6th player on the floor. Fakes once and twice, and just like she did, pots it past Mia Eckert. And the Bandits go down 3-0. So some early offense, some early lapses in defense for the Bandits. We'll see if they can recover here. As number 14 for the Dartmouth Bandits will take the draw. Leah Larac against number 20, Myra St. Hilaire for the Eastern Shore Breakers. As the ball is picked up by Maggie Duck, who has a step here. Maggie Duck powering her way through, firing, and just missing the net. The ball is picked up by number 22, Lacey Poirier. Poirier up to Pierce Batchelder. Batchelder looking at her options, trying to find somebody cutting through the middle, but to no avail. The ball is picked right back up by Batchelder. Moved up to number 13, Gabby Smith. Who moves it over to number 4, Alina Collins. Collins looking for somebody out front. And it is the Breakers putting it away again. And just like that, with 17:42 to go in the first, the Eastern Shore Breakers lead it 4-0 on a goal from Pierce Batchelder. Batchelder, no stranger to scoring goals like that. She fakes once and beats Mia Eckert on the left side again. And this game is 4-0. As we get set here, it'll be number 7 for the Dartmouth Bandits, Captain Sophie Blois, and number 20, Myra St. Hilaire for the Breakers. So the Breakers are sorry, that was number 18 for the Breakers, Gabby London taking the draw. As London moving down the side here. Gabby London surveying her options as she brings it all the way behind Mia Eckert. Looking for somebody out front. And just missing the handle there was Gabby Smith out front. Ball's picked up by the Bandits here. And it would have been number 8 moving it up for the Bandits, Sylvia Saunders, trying to find Madison Brownrigg, but to no avail. And the ball's picked up here by the Breakers, as Maggie Duck will now start up here. Maggie Duck with some wheels. She wheels off to the half wall. Her teammates. She moves it off to Pierce Batchelder, most recent goal scorer. Moves it over to number 4, Lena Collins. Collins moving it across, and a shot! And a block by the Bandits defense there. It was number 20, Myra St. Hilaire, looking for some room there. As Pierce Batchelder fires an outside shot and scores. And just like that, the Bandits go down by 5. As Pierce Batchelder has already a couple goals in this game. And the Bandits in a huge hole here. The Bandits will call their first timeout of the game. Welcome back, Lacrosse fans, as we get set here for the opening draw after the goal from Pierce Batchelder to make it 5-0 Eastern Shore Breakers. As number 14, Aaliyah Larac will take it for us. And somebody on the Breakers who we can't see from this angle. We're in a new spot in the rink tonight. As the Bandits are in a huge hole here and will look to bounce right back. As that is number 16 for the Breakers, Maggie Duff taking the draw. Aaliyah Larac wins it. She moves down the side of the floor, fires a shot, and just like that, the Bandits respond in kind as number 26, Lauren Delaney, puts one into the cage on a feed from Aaliyah Larac. And now the lead is down to 4. As you can see, Aaliyah Larac with some wheels just shovels it towards the center of the floor, and Lauren Delaney wastes no time getting that out of her stick and beating the goaltender to the right side. Goaltender for the Eastern Shore Breakers tonight, Michaela McDonald, has been pretty good so far, but was beaten on that one by Lauren Delaney. As we get set here, it'll be Sophie Blois taking it now for the Dartmouth Bandits. And number 18, Gabby London for the Eastern Shore Breakers. So Gabby London with it now. London very dangerous nonetheless. She moves over to Pierce Batchelder. Moves it up to number 4 for the Breakers, Alina Collins. And Collins looks at her options here. Collins moving it over to Pierce Batchelder. Batchelder across, looking for Collins again, but to no avail. Collins still with it with 10 to go in the shot clock. Collins fires a shot, and a bouncer doesn't go. And it tipped off Mia Eckert, so we will stay Eastern Shore Breakers ball. Number 21, Pierce Batchelder will start us up here. Batchelder moving it up to Gabby London. London across to Collins. Now up along the half wall. Moving it over to number 22, Lacey Poirier. But back with Collins. Collins ripping an overhand shot and a great save by Mia Eckert. The ball's picked up and be brought up the floor by number 22. Sorry, that was Lauren Delaney, the most recent goal scorer, but a strip by a great defensive play from Gabby London. And the ball is still bouncing around. And the ball will be picked up by number 19, Ellie Strauss-Greer. Greer gives it off to number 4, Lena Collins, who moves it across the floor. Looking for number 20, Myra St. Hilaire there. As a shot here and a great save by Mia Eckert on the chance from the Eastern Shore Breakers up front. On that shot was number 12, it looks like there. Either Lena Ludwig or Lily McLean. We will get on. Here's an opportunity for the Breakers. Sorry, the Dartmouth Bandits, but stopped by McDonald. But the Breakers will bring it right up here. It's Maggie Duck in, fakes, steps in the crease, and no goal. She tried to dance around the crease, but a great effort from Maggie Duck as we trade chances here, not even 30 seconds ago. And Pierce Batchelder pressuring the Dartmouth Bandits defense as the Bandits look to try and get it over within the 10 seconds, but failed to do so. As Pierce Batchelder, we're going to start it off. So some great offensive pressure by number 21 and number 16 for the Breakers. As Batchelder moves it off to Collins. Collins still with it now, surveying her option. Moves it down to Gabby London. Back to Collins. Loses the handle. And the Bandits trying to find the handle here. But a running to the crease charge to the Eastern Shore Breakers, Alina Collins, who immediately strips the Bandits defense. And just like that, the Breakers recuperate the ball. Pierce Batchelder still with it. And the ball's moved over to Alina Collins. Collins moving it across, looking for Myra St. Hilaire, but to no avail. But the ball's picked right back up by number 22, Lacey Poirier. He moves it over to Alina Collins with a shot from the outside, stopped by Mia Eckert. A great save. The ball's moved up to the all-dangerous number 14, Aaliyah Larac. Larac being pressured by Collins, but she escapes danger. Collins with it now working with Madison Brownrigg. As Lexi Joy sets a pick for Aaliyah Larac. But the ball's picked up by Maggie Duck, and she has a step here. Maggie Duck on the breakaway. She fakes once, twice, and pots it. And just like that, the Breakers restore their 5-goal lead as Maggie Duck explodes for another one, just like she did not so long ago. As number 5 for the Breakers, great chase here. It was Gabriella Safatali. Maggie Duck pots it right over the shoulder on a twister of Mia Eckert. And just like that, this game is now 6-1. We get set for the draw after here. That's number 7, Sophie Blois, and number 20, Myra St. Hilaire. So that was number 18, Gabby London. So a couple face-off draw persons for the Eastern Shore Breakers in the likes of Myra St. Hilaire and Gabby London. As well, we've seen Gabby Duck take a few of them. It's Maggie Duck moving in here. Maggie Duck looking for a third crease dive. And landing on the Dartmouth Bandits defender there was Maggie Duck. But she stepped in the crease, so the goal was disallowed. As the ball finds itself in the stick of Alexis Arsenault. Arsenault looking for Alina Gold, who was streaking behind the Breakers defense there, but to no avail. The ball's picked right back up by Arsenault. Moving it up to Larac. Larac has a step here in ISO. Larac firing, and a save made by McDonald. As the ball's picked right back up by the Breakers defense there, would be number 19 for the Breakers, Ellie Strauss-Greer, but she is stripped. The ball's moved up to Lee Larac. Larac firing, and the save again by Michaela McDonald. McDonald moving it off to the corner, as the ball's immediately pressured by Lee Larac. And the Bandits will pick the ball right back up. Selena Gold with it now. He's pressured by Pierce Batchelder. Alina Gold moving around the outside. Waiting for her teammate. She fakes around the Breakers defender. The ball's moved up to Lauren Delaney. And a penalty coming up to the Eastern Shore Breakers. And it will be a check from behind as the Bandits will go to the power play, looking to get right back in this game, being down 6-1. As number 17, Beth Hailstone, will go off for the Eastern Shore Breakers. 2 minutes for a check from behind on the back of Lauren Delaney. So we'll see if the Dartmouth Bandits can get right back in this one or not. Their offense was stagnant last game there against the St. John Rapids, against a very good defensive core in the likes of the Rapids. This ball's whipped around the horn here. And finds itself in the stick of Lauren Delaney. Now over to Sophie Blois. Misreads the pass there. And it is picked up by number 6, Chloe Wisen. Wisen just elects to throw it down the floor. And out of play into the Dartmouth Bandits bench. So 11:02 to go left in the first period here. 1:30 on the penalty. As the Bandits still trail by 5. The Bandits working around the horn here. Behind the net to Alina Gold. Now up to number 44, Graciana Moore. As the ball's now with Leah Larac. Moves it up to Gold. Gold with a step, fired. Looking down low, but can't beat McDonald. But a fresh 30 for the Bandits. As the ball finds itself in the stick of Aaliyah Larac. Larac behind the net. Looking for anybody to get open. Larac tries the crease dump, but doesn't go. And the ball will be picked right back up by the Breakers. Maggie Duck is pressured and elects to fly. Shoot the ball down the floor. Ball will be picked up by the Dartmouth Bandits. And moved up to Aaliyah Larac. Larac moving it over to number 26, goal scorer Lauren Delaney. Moves it down to Gracie Moore. Moore down to Gold. Now back up to Moore. Moore across, looking for Aaliyah Larac, who fires and scores! And the Bandits score on the power play and knock that lead down to 4 again. As some great passing play around the outside there. The 3 connecting down low will be Gold, Moore, and Aaliyah Larac. As Graciana Moore tosses one, a skip pass across the floor. And Aaliyah Larac finishes the job, putting it down under the leg guard of Michaela McDonald. And we will have our first break of 10-minute marks here, as we will be right back. And welcome back as we get set after the goal from Aaliyah Larac there with 9:55 to go left in the first. The Bandits still down 6-2. As the ball will be taken by Myra St. Hilaire and Sophie Blois, who have net a ton here tonight at the face-off spot already. The ball moves down along the half wall, and the Breakers setting up in the offense. The ball finds itself in the stick of Alina Collins, looking for Pierce Batchelder, but to no avail. The Bandits looking to get the ball out before the 10 seconds expire, but the Breakers recuperate it. The ball's moved over to number 21, Pierce Batchelder. She moves it down low here. And the ball's moved over to Alina Collins. Collins looking for a short angled shot, but doesn't go. As Lauren Delaney will work us up here for the Bandits. We'll get up to number 14, Lee Larac. And Larac has a 2-on-1 here, developing with Lexi Joy. And a great pick, and a shot, save made. And Lexi Joy looking for the rebound. As the ball is picked up by the Dartmouth Bandits, but she's pressured by Maggie Duck. And the Breakers are just killing off the shot clock with Maggie Duck. And we have a call coming up. It looks like it'll be to Maggie Duck going off for a holding call. She's still pressuring Lexi Joy. And there's some tensions going on down low here between Maggie Duck and Gabriella Safatali. But nonetheless, Maggie Duck will go off for the hold. She's pressuring the Eastern Shore the Dartmouth Bandits, number 76, Lexi Joy down low. So the Bandits will look to get back here at the Breakers once again. We're still down 6-2. So far tonight, they are 1 for 1 on the power play. That was number 7. We're going to start it off here. Be Sophie Blois. Blois moving it down low here to Alina Gold. Gold moving it up to Eli Larac. Now down to Gold. Gold moving it up to Blois. Blois across to Lauren Delaney, who already has one in the contest. Lauren Delaney being pressured now. Delaney still out at the top. And she moves it down low to Sophie Blois. Blois firing a shot down low. A great effort to try and get that and fool Michaela McDonald, but to no avail. This ball is picked up by Myra St. Hilaire. And she puts the ball out of play. So the Bandits will go right back with a fresh 30 here on the offensive set. And we have some tired defenders out there for the Eastern Shore Breakers. As the ball finds itself in the stick of Alina Gold behind the net. She moves it up to Larac. Larac moving it up to Sophie Blois. Now over to Lauren Delaney. The set play coming up here. This ball finds itself in the stick of Alina Gold, who fires, but blocked by the Eastern Shore Breakers defense. And another chance from Lauren Delaney, stopped by Michaela McDonald. As the ball's now with Myra St. Hilaire, who moves up. Myra St. Hilaire being pressured by Lauren Delaney, who strips her. And some great defense here from number 26 on the Bandits, but pushing Myra St. Hilaire without the ball. So we will go Eastern Shore Breakers ball. The ball is with Pierce Batchelder. Batchelder being pressured now and is stripped, but the Breakers recover it. The ball's moved up to number 3 of the Breakers. That is Rachel Bourgeois. And Bourgeois is dumped on the corner by Sophie Blois without the ball. So we will go Eastern Shore Breakers ball. Ball being moved up to Pierce Batchelder. The Eastern Shore Breakers still killing off this penalty with 5 to go. 5 seconds to go left in the penalty. And the ball with Gabby London. And the Breakers have successfully killed it off. As the 5th player, Alina Collins. And a shot from Pierce Batchelder. And a great save from Mia Eckert on the 2-time goal scorer tonight. This ball's moved up but stripped. Gabby London finds it out front. London being pressured. But the ball's picked up by Pierce Batchelder now. Batchelder moving it over to number 4, Lena Collins. Collins moving it across the floor here. He moves it over to number 4, Lena. Gabby London, rather. And the ball is stopped by Mia Eckert. And a great save on Gabby London. The ball finds itself in the stick of Lexi Joy here. Lexi Joy moving it up to number 5, Gabriella Safatali. Safatali immediately pressured by Maggie Dock. Safatali still with it and moves it over to Lauren Delaney. Lauren Delaney pressured up at the top here. And a pick set by Leah Larac. Lauren Delaney with some room fires a shot, just missing the mark by a little margin. As Maggie Duck with it now. Maggie Duck still trying to get over the floor. The 10-second mark. But to no avail. As the Bandits apply the offensive pressure here. And they will have a nice fresh 30 to go left with 5:05 to go left in the first period. As Lena Gold with it now. Gold looking at her options, moves it over to Lexi Joy. Lexi Joy moving it up to Alina Collins, who shakes her defender. And Alina Gold fires on net. A bouncer stopped by Michaela McDonald. As Maggie Duck will bring the ball up here. Some room. Maggie Duck trying to find Alina Collins, but to no avail. Yeah, Collins surveying her options. Collins moves it over to Pierce Batchelder. Now down to Lacey Poirier, over to Collins. Collins looking for somebody up front. Pierce Batchelder scores. And just like that, the Breakers go up 7-2. On a great feed from Alina Collins to Pierce Batchelder, who's cutting down low. You can't leave number 21 unattended, or she will burn you. As 21 finds it there and fires it over the left shoulder short side on Mia Acker. So a couple goals here for number 21 on the Breakers. As we get set for the next draw here, it'll be number 18, Gabby London for the Eastern Shore Breakers, and number 76, Lexi Joy. And the ball is being fought for, still by the two draw people. But the ball is picked up by the Eastern Shore Breakers. It's number 13, Gabby Smith with it. Smith moving it over to Maggie Duck. Back over to Collins. Collins moving it across, looking for number 12 on the other side. They're still without a name, or none without a name here. The ball is picked up and brought up the floor by number 8, Olivia Saunders. Saunders immediately pressured by Alina Collins, and the ball is stripped. But Aaliyah Larac will pick it up. Larac trying to find some room on the outside with 10 to go left on the shot clock. But Alina Larac fires it off the helmet of Michaela McDonald. The ball still being fought for here. As the Dartmouth Bandits find it now. It's Alexis Arsenault with it. Arsenault face dodging her defender. Arsenault being pressured there by number 25, Sophie Thomas. The ball still with Graciana Moore. And Moore is stripped there, but the ball is picked up by Alexis Arsenault, who is also stripped by Alina Collins. So some great defensive effort here by the Eastern Shore Breakers. So Collins moving it up the floor here. She's shadowed by number 14, Aaliyah Larac. Ball's with Pierce Batchelder. She was looking for Myra St. Hilaire, but the ball's picked up by Aaliyah Larac. She has a step here. Aaliyah Larac all alone here. Larac scores! And Aaliyah Larac puts her second of the night away. And just like that, the lead's back down to 4. And there was a missed pass looking for Myra St. Hilaire, but Aaliyah Larac just finds it and takes off. She is all alone with Michaela McDonald here. And just beating Michaela McDonald with the twister down low. And just like that, the lead is now 7-3. So the Dartmouth Bandits will look to keep it rolling here as they're still down by 4. As number 27, Amara Bowers, now getting some floor time here. And we have an illegal procedure on the face-off draw. It looks like Maggie Duck went early on the draw over the line. So we will go Dartmouth Bandits ball as Amara Bowers with it now. Bowers was very good last game, stepping up as an AP role. As the ball finds itself on the stick of Alexis Arsenault. Arsenault finds Graciana Moore. Moore with it now. Moore moving around the outside. Still with it with 5 to go in the shot clock now. Moving it up to Madison Brownring, but to no avail. And now the Breakers captain will give chase. It's number 17, Beth Hailstone. Hailstone in alone. Hailstone scores! And Beth Hailstone reestablishes the 5-goal lead on a really broken play here. As Beth Hailstone is being pressured by Madison Brownring, but just gets away from her. It's Mia Eckert standing tall, but she is beat down low with a bouncer down at the feet. Just like that, the Breakers lead 8-3. As number 7 for the Dartmouth Bandits will start us off on the face-off draw here against number 18, Gabby London. So the Dartmouth Bandits still in a hole here. Look to bounce back. The ball still being fought for. And Gabby London will find the handle as she's pressured by Lexi Joy. Lexi Joy moving it over to number 16. Maggie Duck. Now with Alina Collins. Collins surveying her options, but she moves over to Maggie Duck, who loses the handle. Duck already has a couple in the contest, but Alina Collins looking to add to that one, and just like that, she does. And the game is now 9-3 as Maggie Duck and Alina Collins play catch here. But the two-person game on the right side finds the handles. Alina Collins finds a step to the inside and fires a shot towards the far side of the net there, beating Mia Eckert, who almost got it, but just bounced off her leg guard and in. So the Breakers lead 9-3 here as Myra St. Hilaire against Sophie Blau will get us started off here. And a great reverse hit by Myra St. Hilaire on Lexi Joy as they were both fighting for the ball. The ball's picked up here by the Breakers and moved over to Maggie Duck. Maggie Duck still surveying her options. She moves it over to number 22, Lacey Poirier, who moves it across the floor to number 12. Still, the mystery player was stopped in tight by Mia Eckert. And Lacey Poirier rubbing out number 57 for the Dartmouth Bandits there, Abigail Holm-Larson. And the Bandits will recover the ball as Pierce Batchelder will bring it in now as a fresh 30 for the Breakers. And Pierce Batchelder moving around the horn here. Looking for Alina Collins, but missing the handle as the ball's picked up. And moved over to Pierce Batchelder. Now to Collins. Collins ripping an overhand shot and stopped by Mia Eckert. So the ball will be brought up here as we get down to the last 35 seconds in the period here. As the Bandits with the ball now, it's number 11, Alexis Arsenault. Arsenault being pressured up top by number 19, Ellie Strauss-Greer. And Greer strips Arsenault. The ball's picked up by number 11, Abby Fahey. Fahey moving it up the floor as Gabby London in all alone here. Gabby London scores, but she stepped in the crease as she can't beat the referee in black and white. The ball's thrown up the floor here as Alina Collins, with 3 seconds to go, moves it over to Gabby London, who scores with 0.2 left to go in the first. A buzzer beater from the Breakers, and just like that, the Bandits go down by 7. As an errant pass is thrown up the floor, picked up by Alina Collins, as she plays a 2-on-1 with Gabby London. Gabby London faking out Mia Eckert and beating her again to the shoot on the far side down low. And just like that, the Bandits in a huge hole here. As we get set for the next face-off. Won't need much here with 0.2 left to go in the first. As Lexi Joy and Pierce Batchelder will take it for us. And just like that, we will go to the intermission. And the Bandits still trailing 10-3. So a great offensive output here by Eastern Shore Breakers from the likes of number 21, Pierce Batchelder, Maggie Duck, and Gabby London. But on the Bandits side, some glimmers of hope by Zalila Rack. And number 26, Lauren Delaney to find the torn. We will see if the Bandits can bounce back here in the second. And welcome back here to this ECJLL female matchup here in downtown Dartmouth at the Shearwater Arena between the Eastern Shore Breakers and the Dartmouth Bandits. So in the first period, in case you missed it, the Eastern Shore Breakers exploded on the offensive side of the ball, putting up 10 against the Bandits 3. So the Bandits will look to restart here and find some life here in the second period as the ball is won back towards the Bandits line. And number 14, Aaliyah Larac, will start us off here for the Bandits. As the Bandits move it up to number 26, Lauren Delaney. Delaney moving it over to Sophie Blois. But a penalty coming up to the Bandits. An illegal substitution call, extinguishing that very good opportunity for the Bandits captain out front. So the Breakers will go on their first power play of the night, looking to extend this lead to 11. With some very dangerous players on the floor with the likes of Pierce Batchelder, Myra St. Hilaire, and Alina Collins. And one notable player, a very young individual indeed, number 18, Gabby London. So number 4 will start us off here, Alina Collins. And the Bandits still getting players on the floor for the penalty kill set. So number 4, Lena Collins, moves it over to Myra St. Hilaire. Now down to number 12. Back up to Alina Collins, who fires a shot just over the net. And Aaliyah Larac will give chase here. Aaliyah Larac may have a step, but just using the handle. But a back over call for the Breakers. As the Dartmouth Bandits will pick the ball up, will be number 14, Aaliyah Larac, who's pressured immediately by Maggie Duck. Duck giving chase there, trying to get the ball. But she shakes her defender, and Aaliyah Larac with some very nice set of spins there to shake off Maggie Duck. But Sophie Blois will take the ball here. Sophie Blois has a pick set by Mara Bowers, but Blois will just elect to roll it into the corner as their shot clock expires. But they kill off a minute in their penalty. As with 18:46 left to go, the Breakers still lead 10-3 as Maggie Ducks brings it up for us. 50 seconds to go left in the Dartmouth Bandits penalty for the legal substitution. While we work around the horn, the ball moves over to Pierce Batchelder. Moving it towards the middle is Lacey Poirier, stoned by Mia Eckert in tight. A great save from the Dartmouth Bandits goaltender. The ball will bring it up now. Moving it up to number 57, Abigail Holm-Larson. The ball is stripped, and that Gabby London will move the ball up quickly here. Looking for number 21, Pierce Batchelder up down in the Bandits. And then the ball's moved over to number 12, the Eastern Shore Breakers. They'll find themselves back with a shot from the Breakers there. And a great save by Mia Eckert. But Alina Gold picks up the ball, and Gold has a step trying to find, that was Lexi Joy, number 76. Lexi Joy looked to have a step there, but just couldn't find the handle. As the Bandits will kill off their penalty, and we will go 5-on-5. Ball's moved over to Amara Bowers. Bowers has a quick set by Lexi Joy, but moved over to Alexis Arsenault, who bounces one just wide. And Arsenault looking to find the ball back. But is picked up by Maggie Duck. Duck pouncing away up the floor here as Duck is pressured by Mara Bowers. She escapes danger. Maggie Duck surveying her options. She moves it to her teammate off the bench here. Number 3 for the Breakers, Rachel Bourgeois. Alina Collins moving it over to the mysterious number 12. Back over to Collins, who fires a rip. And a save made by, it looks like we had a goaltending change. Faith Heaslip is now in the game for the Dartmouth Bandits. Luciana Moore losing the handle, but the ball's picked up by Alina Gold. Gold runs into number 24 on the Breakers there, Lily Baker. But a shot here from Aaliyah Larac in tight as I was checking the phone for the name there. Aaliyah Larac deciding to try and get her third of the night, but stoned by Michaela McDonald. Ball's picked up by Beth Hailstone. Hailstone losing the handle, and it's back with face E-slip. He moves it up to Lauren Delaney. Lauren Delaney pressured by Pierce Batchelder. Batchelder doing a great job of keeping Lauren Delaney on this side of the floor, but Lauren Delaney escapes danger nonetheless. She's pressured here by number 6 of the Breakers. See Chloe Wisen. The ball's still loose. As the Dartmouth Bandits will have a fresh reset here as the ball hit Mikhail McDonald. And a shot from the outside from Graciana Moore doesn't go. But a fresh 30 here for the Bandits once again. Tries to skip it to Alexis Arsenault, but the ball's picked up by number 16, Maggie Duck. Duck in alone here. Maggie Duck fires and scores. And just like that, the Breakers go up 11-3. As Maggie Duck explode once again in transition. And scoring for the Breakers. Well, Mara Bowers leads chase, but Maggie Duck all alone, beating Faith Eastlip over the top and potting it in the far side of the goal to make this 11-3. So the Dartmouth Bandits hopefully will find some life here with 15:23 left to go in the second. Still down 11-3. As Myra St. Hilaire and Sophie Blois will get us started off in the draw. The ball's picked up by Alina Collins. Collins surveying her options. Collins still with it now. He moves it over to number 13, Gabby Smith. Back over to Collins. Collins face dodging Sophie Blois. What a great recovery. And looking for Myra St. Hilaire out front, but Myra St. Hilaire is tied up by Aaliyah Larac. Some great defensive efforts there from the Dartmouth Bandits. Number 14, Aaliyah Larac. Ball's moved up to Olivia Saunders. Saunders being pressured by Alina Collins. Graciana Moore finding the ball for her. So that was number 13, Aaliyah Larac now instead. Larac has somebody coming off the bench there. The ball's moved over as shot by Graciana Moore, scores, and just like that, some pretty passing from the Dartmouth Bandits. And number 44 cashes in. And just like that, it's 11-4. As Aaliyah Larac finds her teammate streaking off the bench there. And she tosses it over across for Skip. And number 44, Graciana Moore, beats Michaela McDonald down low. To give the Bandits some life here and to add a 4 to their total. As number 18, Gabby London will take the draw against number 7, Sophie Blois. We get set here. And we have an illegal procedure on the Eastern Shore Breakers for going too early. It looks like the assistant captain back there for the Breakers, number 6, Chloe Wisen, went a little bit early. Here we go, Dartmouth Bandits calls. Lauren Delaney face dodging Maggie Duck. Maggie Duck playing some rigorous defending, but Lauren Delaney has a step, firing. And Lauren Delaney is dropped out front by Beth Hailstone. We have a free hand charge to the Eastern Shore Breakers, number 16, Maggie Duck, who didn't seem very impressed at that. But Mara Bowers with it now. Mara Bowers moving through the Breakers defense and firing a shot, and a great save by Michaela McDonald. The ball is brought up here by number 6, and a 2-on-1 developing. Chloe Wisen with it. Wisen surveying her options. She moves it over. And moving it over to number 13, Gabby Smith. Smith looking for Alina Collins. Moving it over to Pierce Batchelder. There's some pretty passing here by the Breakers. It doesn't go. Lacey Poirier picks it up now. Poirier with a sharp angled shot, just missing the mark. And Pierce Batchelder firing, just missing on the far side. As the ball will be started up here towards the Bandit center line. And it'll be number 21 for the Dartmouth Bandits, Sadie Buckley, giving it off to number 44, Graciana Moore, who had a goal just recently. And Graciana Moore running into trouble there, but just escaping. She was pressured there by the Eastern Shore Breakers defense. Lead a goal with it now, face dodging. Gold fires a shot, but just missing the mark. This ball is picked up by Aaliyah Larac with 4 to go on the shot clock. Aaliyah Larac diving across, And a great effort there. A twister from Aaliyah Rock, almost fooling Michaela McDonald on the short side. But stopped nonetheless. The ball's thrown up the floor there errantly. Still loose, but looking to be picked up by the Bandits. Number 18, Rory McInnes. Rory moving it up to number 26, Lauren Delaney, who has a step. Lauren Delaney fires, and a great save by Michaela McDonald. As Beth Hailstone picks up the ball here. And Hailstone moving in. She's pressured by Alexis Arsenault, but will elect to wait for her teammates. Fires a pass straight up in the air there. But Gabby London finds the handle. Gabby London looking to filter her way through the Dartmouth Bandits defense. Moving it over to Myra St. Hilaire, finds Batchelder off the bench. Batchelder, toe drag, and fires. And a great save made by Faith Heaslip. So Heaslip will fire it down the floor as number 8, Olivia Saunders, gives chase. Saunders won't get there in time as Michaela McDonald fires it right back down. And here's Batchelder looking for a pass, but just picked off by the Dartmouth Bandits defense. But Myra St. Hilaire giving it over to number 18, Gabby London. That's stoned in tight, and we have a penalty coming up to the Eastern Shore Breakers on a goaltender interference call here. Number 7, Sophie Bois with it now. While waiting for her offense to get on the floor here. As well, move it over to Amara Bowers. Bowers firing and just missing wide as there is 5 to go in the shot clock. Lauren Delaney with it now. Delaney fires a shot towards the net, but won't go. And number 18, Gabby London for the Eastern Shore Breakers, a very dangerous player, will go off for 2 minutes for touching Faith Heaslip, who had the ball in the crease. And the Dartmouth Bandits will have a golden opportunity here to kickstart a comeback with 11:13 left to go in the second period. Still down 11-4. As number 7, Sophie Bois will get us started off here. Sophie Bois bringing it in. Bois moving it over to Aaliyah Larac. Larac moving it down to Gold. Gold up to Larac again. Larac up to Sophie Bois. Bois at the top. Moving it over to Graciana Moore. And a set play here coming for the Bandits. Bois plays pick and roll with Lauren Delaney. And Graciana Moore losing the handle, but pushed by number 22, Poirier. The Bandits will miscue on the pass, and Maggie Duck will give chase. Maggie Duck very good on the defensive side of the ball. And the ball will find itself still bouncing around, but picked up by Myra St. Hilaire. Myra St. Hilaire moving it up. She's pressured on all fronts by the Dartmouth Bandits defense. Myra St. Hilaire being pressured by Sophie Bois, and a couple cross checks on the numbers there, but no call from the referees. As the Breakers will kill off the penalty. Look to kill off seconds in this penalty here. And they will run at the shot clock. As number 12 for the Dartmouth Bandits brings it up here. Elena Gold. Gold has a pick set by Mara Bowers, and she moves off to number 76, Lexi Joy. Now over to Mara Bowers, who fires a shot on net. A nifty little bouncer just getting by Michaela McDonald, but can't find Twine. Now Alexis Arsenault up the top, moving it over to Lexi Joy. Joy back up to Alexis Arsenault. Arsenault firing a shot and scoring! Alexis Arsenault with a rip from the outside, and just like that, it's 11-5. And we have a timeout at the 10-minute mark here, as we will stop for a little intermission. But Alexis Arsenault on a feed from Lexi Joy finds room underneath Michaela McDonald as the ball just trickles in. We'll be right back after this quick break. and welcome back as here we go. So just missed it a minute ago. Alexis Arsenault finding the point to give the Bandits some life here as they caught their 5th of the night. As the Eastern Shore Breakers will look to bounce back after a couple given goals here. But it looked pretty solid on the offensive side of the ball nonetheless. Maggie Duck will pick up the ball here. Maggie Duck moving it over to number 13, Gabby Smith. Smith looking for her options as she finds Pierce Batchelder. Batchelder finding some room. Moving it over to number 4, Lena Collins. As the Bandits pick up the ball. But a great play from Pierce Batchelder to push the defender into the net. And a quick stick from Gabby London as she steps in the crease. But a great opportunity nonetheless out front for number 18 on the Breakers. Ball's picked up by Leal Rack. She has some wheels here. Rack moving it. The teammate off the bench, Gabriella Safatali, but can't go. As Mikhail McDonald quickly fired it up to Gabby London. London giving it up to Aaliyah Collins, who's all alone behind the defense and scores. And just like that, the Breakers break up the Bandits' goal here and make it 12-5. As there was nobody back to help out Faith Heaslip. A 3-on-0. Gabby London feeds Alina Collins and just beats Faith Heaslip over the top of her shoulder. Just like that, it's 12-5 Breakers. So as we've seen so far this season, a couple lapses in defense have costed the Bandits dearly. That is number 20 for the Breakers. Myra St. Hilaire and Sophie Blois will again get us started off here. As Myra St. Hilaire wins the draw back, and it was picked up by number 13, Gabby Smith. Smith moving it over to Alina Collins, now up to Maggie Duck. Duck moving it across the field to Gabby London. Moving it up to Alina Collins, now Gabby Smith firing a shot. Down low, but stopped by Faith Heaslip. A very easy save nonetheless. Faith Heaslip with nobody to pass to here, just fires it down the floor. But Gabriella Safatali giving chase, looking to find it, but it's picked up by Lacey Poirier. The Poirier is immediately pressured by Gabriella Safatali. A great effort here from the Bandits, number 5, as she causes a turnover for the Bandits. So some great offensive work from number 5. As Alexis Arsenault will get us started off here, scored the goal just recently for the Bandits. She's stripped here, and Gabby London will go down 2-on-1 with number 13, Gabby Smith. So the two Gabbies here, Gabby through Gabby Smith, and firing wide was number 13 for the Breakers. But number 21, Pierce Batchelder picks it up. He's pushed into the wall by Mara Bowers. Mara Bowers playing some rigorous defending on the Eastern Shore Breakers veteran, number 21, Pierce Batchelder. Batchelder moving it over to Collins, who fires a rip and a snipe from number 4 on the Breakers, and it's 13-5. So some great ball movement here from the Breakers as number 18, Gabby London gives a flip over to Pierce Batchelder, and Batchelder with some vision, finding an open lane there, and give it over to Nina Collins, who fires it over the left-hand shoulder of Faith Heaslip. Nothing really Faith Heaslip could do on that one. It's a very, very precise shot right in the left-hand corner. Number 14, Aaliyah Larac will start us off here for the Bandits. I guess number 20, Myra St. Hilaire. As St. Hilaire will yet again win a face-off. Ball's picked up by Maggie Duck. Duck finding some room here. Maggie Duck firing over the top and just missing wide. Great effort there from the Breakers, number 16. As Maggie Duck finds it again. Maggie Duck firing it. And a great save and a rebound. Scores. And Gabby London finding the handle and adding 2 quick ones here for the Breakers. And it's 14-5. As the Breakers just getting all the right bounces here. As a bounce off of Alina Collins finds Maggie Duck. And a great save initially. But Gabby London finding the handle, beating Faith Heaslip on the short side down to the right. This game is 14-5. As he gets out here, to Gavin London on the face-off against Aaliyah Larac. Larac winning the draw here. Larac being immediately pressured by number 6, Chloe Wisen of the Breakers. Larac escapes danger. Larac moving it down to. Looking across for number 26, Lauren Delaney. We don't have a number there for the individual down in the corner yet. We'll grab that. That was number 12, Alina Gold, with the pass initially. The Breakers looking to move the ball up quick here, looking for Gabby London, who's stuck behind the Bandits' defense here. But she's immediately pressured by Alexis Arsenault. Ball's going to go to number 12, the mysterious player for the Breakers. But just missing the pass and picked up by number 4, Madison Brownrigg. As the Breakers will run out on their shot clock, unfortunately the ball was missed by number 4, Madison Brownrigg, and the Breakers will recover. And the Breakers going for Alina Collins with it now. Collins around the net. Collins now up towards the top, protecting the ball very nice. Gives it over to number 20, Myra St. Hilaire. Now number 12 for the Breakers there, firing a shot, looking for the corner just like Alina Collins did not so long ago. The ball takes a funny bounce, but back to Gabby Smith. Some tensions out front here. The ball finds Alina Collins, who rips one off the post. She beat Faith Heaslip once again, but couldn't beat the bar. But the Breakers will recover the ball as the Bandits change some defenders off. And the ball finds itself in the stick of the Breakers. It's moved up to number 40, Alina Collins. Moves it over to Gabby London. London firing a shot. And a great block there by the Bandits defense. And it was a save made by Faith Heaslip rather. So fresh 30 here for the Breakers. That's Gabby London with it now. London looking for some room. Pressured there by one of the Buckley sisters, but fired by Alina Collins. And a great save from Faith Heaslip. But another 30 for the Breakers here. And great offensive step. Gabby London with it now. London firing. And a save made by Faith Heaslip. And the Bandits will look to recover. But they get a break from the referees. As number 4, Madison Brownrigg just pushed without the ball. So we go Bandits ball. And they look to restart quickly. And number 5, Gabriella Saffatali will find the ball after that missed pass. And a big hit down low there, thrown by number 5, Gabriella Saffatali, on number 25 for the Breakers there. And we will go Dartmouth Bandits ball, as she didn't have the ball. And Aaliyah Larac pushes Pierce Batchelder back over the center line. And number 18 will start us off here, Rory McInnes. She's pressured by Pierce Batchelder. Batchelder stripping the Bandits defender. As she waits for her teammates to come on the floor here. Pierce Batchelder. Being pressured there by number 21 of the Bandits there. It's Sadie Buckley. But Pierce Batchelder will escape. Batchelder with some room, moving it over to Collins, who fires. And a great save made by Faith Heaslip. So with 3:57 left to go in the second period, the Bandits still down in the hole, 14-5. Piper Buckley, the sister of Sadie Buckley, will get us started here. And she is immediately stripped by Alina Collins, who can't find the handle after that. And 10 seconds charge to the Bandits, so fresh 30 here for the Breakers. Gabby London with it now. London firing a shot, but missing the handle. Some tensions between number 16, Sadie Buckley, and number 18, Gabby London out front. But nothing comes of it, as the ball's with Alina Collins. Collins moving it over to number 12, who fires a shot. But a penalty coming up here to the Dartmouth Bandits. It'll be number 88, Sadie Beaton, going off for an illegal cross-checking call. So the Bandits will go down on the penalty kill. It's a slashing call, rather. So some tensions out front. And veteran referee Maurice calling Sadie Beaton for the slash. So the Breakers will have a chance to extend this lead even more. Ball's moved over to Myra St. Hilaire. Now down to the corner. Back up to St. Hilaire. St. Hilaire moving it over to Alina Collins. Collins to Gabby London. Down to Poirier. Back up to London. Now Collins. Back to London. London firing an underhand shot. And a save made by Faith Heaslip. Heaslip moves it over to Abigail Holm Larson. Larson running up the floor here. She's pressured by Gabby London. And Gabby London strips her of the ball and moves it up to number 16, Maggie Duck, who spins, missing the pass. But fighting for the ball here. Maggie Duck finding the ball again. She has a couple goals here tonight as well on the breakaway and transition. The ball finds itself in the stick of number 4, Alina Collins, so she waits for her teammates to set up here. And Pierce Batchelder with it back up to Alina Collins, who fires a rip and off the shoulder of Faith Heaslip. A great save from Faith Heaslip on Alina Collins, who has had a couple goals here tonight from just that area indeed. Gabby London with it now. London firing a rip and a great save again on the left shoulder. So 2 back-to-back shots from the same area stopped by Faith Heaslip. Alina Collins will look to rip again from here and missing the handle just briefly. And the Breakers will be charged a back over call. So with 1:49 left to go in the third, the Bandits will be down in the offensive set with 27 seconds left on their penalty to Sadie Beaton. So down in the corner, Lauren Delaney will get us started off. With already 1 in the night here, we'll look to add to that total. She's pressured there by Maggie Duck along the half wall. And she escapes danger. Lauren Delaney here killing off valuable time on the penalty. She's pressured again by Maggie Duck. Lauren Delaney doing some very good efforts here. And she kills off the penalty for the Dartmouth Bandits. As number 88, Sadie Beaton, will come back to the floor here and defend for the Bandits. Ball's brought up by Beth Hailstone. Moving it up to number 13, Gabby Smith. Smith still with it, surveying her options. Smith moving it down to Gabby London. London moving back to Gabby Smith. Now over to number 12 with 7 to go on the shot clock. Moves it down to Gabby London, who fires a shot and a great save made by Faith Heaslip. Gabby London there, finding some room. Gabby London fires and another save from Faith Heaslip. Madison Brownrigg picks it up. The ball's stripped. Gabby London in, fakes, scores. Gabby London makes it 15-5, and the Bandits are now down by 10. As Gabby London, some very good effort there. The Breakers indeed, nonetheless, getting the ball back for number 18, Gabby London. She picks it up, fakes out Lexi Joy, faking out Faith Heaslip to beat her on the far side. Down low. So we will get started off as Aaliyah Larac and Pierce Batchelder will get us started off. So the Eastern Shore Breakers showing their offensive might here against the Dartmouth Bandits here tonight so far. The ball's 1-2 Lauren Delaney with 26 seconds to go left in the period. So Lauren Delaney still with it, being pressured there up at the top by the Breakers defense. That's number 13, Gabby Smith. But Lauren Delaney looking for Alina Gold along the crease, but can't find the handle. The ball's picked up by Safatali. Safatali being pressured up at the top there by number 22, Lacey Poirier. Moves over to Mara Bowers, who fires a spinning shot and almost finding the handle. As the period expires here, the Bandits are still down in a hole as the Breakers explode for a couple more goals. The Bandits look like they had some life here, finding a couple more goals. But the Breakers ultimately answering right back. As we will get set for the third period and see if the Bandits can bounce right back after this short intermission. back, Lacrosse fans, on this Tuesday night matchup between the Eastern Shore Breakers and the Dartmouth Bandits in the ECJLL Female Division here in downtown Dartmouth at the Shearwater Arena. So if you missed the last two periods here, the Eastern Shore Breakers have been showing their offensive strength here, scoring 15 on the Bandits to the Bandits 5. As we get set for the third period here and see if the Bandits can find life and start a big comeback here to come away with 2 points. As Sophie Blois and Gabby London will get us started off here. But Gabby London winning this draw here. And moving it over to Gabby Smith, who loses the handle on the pass. Gabby Smith fighting with Lauren Delaney. Still, the ball is still loose, but running down the Eastern Shore Breakers shot clock nonetheless. As the ball squirts loose, that is picked up by Pierce Batchelder. Batchelder surveying her options, skipping it over to Alina Collins, who fires a shot, just missing wide. As a reset there, and the Breakers get a fresh 30. As the ball's moved across there to Gabby London, who fires a bouncer, just missing on the short side. Some great eyes from Pierce Batchelder to find Gabby London cutting through the middle. And the Bandits can't get the ball over an errant pass. And the Breakers will come right back. It's Gabby London with it now. She is pressured there by Olivia Saunders. But great job to keep her to the outside. As ball's now with number 3, Rachel Bourgeois. Bourgeois surveying her options, moving over to Batchelder. Batchelder to number 20, Myra St. Hilaire, stoned by Faith Heaslip. As the ball will be picked up by the Breakers. And it looked like that shot may have missed the handle on Faith Heaslip not too long ago. So no reset for the Breakers as their shot clock expires. And there's a holding call coming to the Breakers and some tensions flaring. But number 18, Gabby London, will go off her second penalty of the game on a holding call called by Maurice. So early on here in the third, the Bandits will have a golden opportunity to kickstart their comeback on this 2-minute holding call on Gabby London. Number 7 for the Bandits, Sophie Blois, will get us started off here. We have some very good talent on the floor, the likes of number 14, Aaliyah Larac, who already has 2 goals tonight. Aaliyah Larac surveying her options, moving it down to Alina Gold. Gold has been very good behind the net on the power play as well. Back up to Blois, moving it over to Gracie Anna Moore. Moore moving it over to Blois. Back over to Moore. Set play here. And Alina Gold will get the pass. And a shot towards the corner, just missing there, barely, by number 12, Alina Gold, but a great shot nonetheless. But Maggie Duck will bring the ball right back up here. Maggie Duck moving in, powering away to the net, and stopped by Faith Heaslip. The ball will be picked right back up by Pierce Batchelder. Batchelder looking for somebody cutting through the middle, and Alina Collins will run through the crease. And Lauren Delaney will start us off here for the Bandits. As she surveys her options here with 1:05 to go left in the penalty and 17:29 left in the third period. Leila Rock with it now. Along the half wall. Rock moving it up to Blois. Blois over to Amara Bowers, the AP. 5 seconds to go left in the shot clock. Sophie Blois fires a shot. And a great save made by Michaela McDonald. Chloe Wiseman will start us off here for the Breakers. Wiseman being pressured by 2 Bandits. And a great offensive pressure from number 27 of the Bandits and number 11, Alexis Arsenault. And they force a back overcall to the Breakers. The penalty drains down to 25 seconds now. Sophie Blois will start us off. Sophie Blois firing a shot, and it's blocked by the Bandits. Sorry, by the Breakers defender, number 6, Chloe Wiseman. Blois will move it over to Graciana Moore. Can't find the handle. And Gabby Smith fights her way through and has a step here. Can't seem to find the handle on the ball. As Gabby Smith will look to kill off the rest of this penalty here. Gabby Smith being pressured along the boards here. but successfully kills off the Breakers penalty as Gabby London comes back to the floor. Now to Alina Collins. Gabby London cutting through the middle looking for a pass, but nobody home. But Pierce Batchelder will have it now. Up towards the top of the floor. Moving it over to Alina Collins. Collins firing a rip. And a save made by the Dartmouth Bandits goaltender, Faith Heaslett. The Breakers recover the ball. It's now with Alina Collins. Who moves it over to Pierce Batchelder. Batchelder surveying her options. Moving it across, looking for a skip across the floor there to Alina Collins. But it's blocked by a Dartmouth Bandit stick. But Collins recovers. Collins looking behind to Pierce Batchelder. Batchelder, dunk attempt, but she lands in the crease. But a great effort nonetheless. And looks like number 14, Aaliyah Larac, will start us off, but some very good pressure from the Breakers. Forces an errant pass that goes all the way down the floor as Gabriella Safatali gives chase. The ball's picked up by Michaela McDonald. McDonald firing it right back up to number 18, Gabby London. And she moves it over to Pierce Batchelder, who fires. And a great save by Faith Heaslett on the Breakers assistant captain. Gabby London moving it behind the net there to Lacey Poirier, but to no avail. Out to the mysterious number 12, who rips it off the crossbar. A great effort there from the Breakers number 12. As Gabby London with it now. London moving it over to number 20, Myra St. Hilaire. Back to Pierce Batchelder. Batchelder surveying her options, firing down low. And a great save from Faith Heaslett on number 21 on the outside rip. As Faith Heaslett gives it to Sadie Beaton. And Beaton will have a pick set from number 57, Abigail Holm-Larson. Who moves it up to number 26, Lauren Delaney. Delaney in here. She is pressured by Maggie Duck. And stripped as Gabby London will find the handle. Moving it up to Pierce Batchelder, who's looking to go in on a breakaway. But Amara Bowers locking her up. But the Breakers recover the ball. There's Alina Collins with it now. Collins surveying her options. She moves it over to Gabby London. London moving it across to number 13, Gabby Smith. Now up to Poirier. Poirier over to Collins. Collins needing a shot as the Breakers run out of real estate here. And Madison Brownring will start us off, but she's immediately pressured by Beth Hailstone. Here, number 12 for the Breakers fires. That was the mysterious number 12, sorry. Not Beth Hailstone. As the Dartmouth Bandits will look to try and get the ball over as they still fight for it. And the Breakers now with it, bringing it up the floor here. Finding Alina Collins, who fires a rip on Faith Heaslett in the middle of the floor there. A great save from Faith Heaslett. And with 13-18 left to go, the Breakers still at 15-5. As a skip pass over, and a great save from Faith Heaslett. What a fresh 30 for the Bandits as they recuperate the ball. Faith Heaslett looking for a pass, but didn't get the ball out within the 4 seconds there. So a violation charge to the Bandits. As the ball will be started right back up here. As Gabby London looking for Alina Collins, but to no avail. Collins moving it across to Pierce Batchelder, who fights her way through, but just missing the mark. She's tied up up front, and a great save on the rebound there. It was number 22, Lacey Poirier, taking that shot, but stoned in tight by the Dartmouth Bandits goaltender, Faith Heaslett. The ball's picked up here as the Dartmouth Bandits give it away, and Pierce Batchelder just missing the handle, but picked up by number 18, Gabby London. Didn't get the shot off there, but nonetheless, the Breakers have the ball once again. As number 3 there for the Breakers with a great chance out front. That was Rachel Bourgeois stoned by Faith Heaslett. But the Dartmouth Bandits call their first timeout of this period. welcome back here with 12:11 to go left in the third. We get started right back up after the Bandits' 30-second timeout. So Lauren Delaney will, Sadie Beaton will start us off now. Beaton is stripped by the Breakers' defense. Or offense. That's Gabby London with it now, finding Maggie Duck in the middle of the floor. Drop to the outside of the floor. Bring it up to Pierce Batchelder. Batchelder down to Myra St. Hilaire. St. Hilaire looking, surveying her options. She's pressured by Lauren Delaney. Myra St. Hilaire moving it over to Alina Collins. Collins down on the mysterious number 12 who fires a rip. Just missing the mark. But we have a penalty coming up here to the Dartmouth Bandits. And the Bandits, number 88, Sadie Beaton, will go off once again, putting the Breakers on the power play. And it's a 2-minute for a roughing call, so Sadie Beaton has been to the box a couple times tonight, but nevertheless has been very good on defense for the Bandits, getting them all up the floor. The Breakers, another opportunity to extend their lead. As the ball will be moved over to Myra St. Hilaire, now down to Pierce Batchelder. Back up to St. Hilaire on the left side, to the middle. Lena Collins with it, down to Lacey Poirier, and now to Gabby London. Poirier back up to Collins, over to Pierce Batchelder. Batchelder ripping a shot, and just missing the handle. Recovered by Myra St. Hilaire. St. Hilaire firing, looking for a reset. And almost a quick stick there by Lacey Poirier, but they run out of real estate. And the Bandits will collect the ball. And the Bandits, Lexi Joy will start us off, but she is stripped. The ball was picked up by number 26, Lauren Delaney. Delaney on the penalty kill here. She's running the boards by number 16, Maggie Duck. And she pushes Maggie Duck into the boards there. Lauren Delaney did. Maggie Duck has been playing very good on both sides of the ball with a couple goals and some very good defensive effort. But here come the Breakers as Gabby London moves in and stopped by Faith Heaslip on a great passing play by the Breakers there, and Maggie Duck and Gabby London. The ball being moved up to Alina Collins as Maggie Duck goes off for a change. Pierce Batchelder looking to pass it across, but blocked by the stick of Aaliyah Larac. Collins recovers it with 10 to go on the shot clock, fires a shot off the face mask of Faith Heaslip. But Aaliyah Larac will pick up the ball there, and she's pressured immediately, but will find some room. And Aaliyah Larac with a step here. Aaliyah Larac trying to move, and a twister, and almost a highlight reel goal there, but pressured by the Breakers nonetheless. And with 9:57 to go left in the third here, we will take a break at the 10-minute mark. And here we go. We're started right back up by Alina Collins. And if you're just joining us with 9:53 left to go in the third, the Bandits down 15-5 here to the Eastern Shore Breakers. It's the Breakers with limited time left in their power play here. Moving the ball very well. Number 12 with it now for the Breakers. Moving it over to Alina Collins. As number 88, Sadie Beaton, will come back to the floor. And a shot from Gabby London. Blocked by the Dartmouth Bandits defense. The Breakers will run out of time here. Lexi Joy will start us off here. Lexi Joy looking to beat her defender. Lexi Joy is stripped there. A great defensive effort there by Alina Collins. And back come the Breakers. Pierce Batchelder with it. Just losing the handle. But behind the back. Solved by Faith Heaslip. So a great save there on number 21. The dangerous Pierce Batchelder. As the Bandits will throw an errant pass and go all the way down the floor. And collected by the captain, Beth Hailstone. Hailstone's pass broken up by Alina Gold, as Gold brings it in. Gold looking for a pick as set by Graciana Moore. Gold still with it, looking to get away and find some room. Gold with it now with 15 to go on the shot clock. Gold still surveying her options. Gold firing a shot. And save made by Michaela McDonald, but almost seeped in there. As Gabriella Saftali will collect, but pressured there by Gabby London, who was all the way down the floor in the corner. Saftali will stay with it. Beth Hailstone checks her without the ball. No call from the referee. And the ball finds itself in the stick of Gabby London all alone down there. But immediately, the Dartmouth Bandits defense getting on the floor. Gabby London throws an errant pass back to Alina Collins that goes all the way down the floor. The ball will be picked up by the dangerous number 14, Alila Rack. Alila Rack being pressured there now by number 13, Gabby Smith. Alila Rack looking to fight her way to the front. Alila Rack fires and scores. And just like that, she puts the 6th away for the Bandits. So a great individual effort there by Alila Rack, and a pick set there by Graciana Moore to give Alila Rack some room. So some great effort there by the Dartmouth Bandits defense as she beats Michaela McDonald down on the short side, down low, to make this game 15-6. So some glimpses of hope here for the Dartmouth Bandits offense as they look to get going here with a miracle comeback. As the Breakers will win the draw there. Number 16, Maggie Duck, is spilt there by Lauren Delaney, as Maggie Duck looks to be in some discomfort, but getting up the floor nonetheless. And Sophie Bois there is stripped. And a penalty coming up here to the Dartmouth Bandits as number 26, Lauren Delaney, getting involved with number 16, Maggie Duck. As number 21, Pierce Batchelder, stripped by the Bandits. But some tensions are spilling over for the Bandits as number 26, Lauren Delaney, will go off for an illegal cross-checking call to number 16, Maggie Duck. So the Dartmouth Bandits penalty kill will have to come up huge here if they have a chance of even getting back in this game at all. As the Breakers out-shooting the Bandits 55-28 according to the score clock. So lots of rubber coming Faith Heaslip and Mia Eckert's way tonight. But standing tall. As the Breakers move around the horn, it finds itself in the stick of Alina Collins, who rips in a great save and a shot from the Breakers on the outside. Goes up and out of play. Victoria up and into the gear of Faith Heaslip. As the Dartmouth Bandits, number 8, Olivia Saunders, will get stripped by Gabby London. London fighting her way through the Dartmouth Bandits defense. She moves it over to Pierce Batchelder. Batchelder over to Alina Collins, who fires a rip, and a save made by Faith Heaslip. So the Breakers very good at moving the ball in transition here from offense to defense. As the ball again is stripped, the Bandits will go off and they will have a delayed call coming here. It looks like a slashing call will be coming up to the Bandits as the Breakers will look to score 6 on 5 here. As the ball's still loose with 18 seconds to go left in the shot clock and 6 minutes to go in the third period. The ball finds stuff in the stick of Myra St. Hilaire. And finally the play comes to an end. But a slashing call coming to Alexis Arsenault. So the Bandits will go down 5 on 3. To help the Breakers out and put this game to sleep here. The ball finds itself in the stick of Lacey Poirier, back up to Collins. Right on to Myra St. Hilaire. St. Hilaire across. Quick stick. And a great save by Faith Heaslip on the quick stick from Gabby London. As Sophie Ball will start us off here, but she is stripped by Gabby London. London moving in. London faking, and a save made by Faith Heaslip. And some quick sticks here and quick efforts from the Eastern Shore Breakers as Sophie Blois elects to fire that ball just down the floor, hitting Michaela O'Donnell. She moves it up to Alina Collins. And 5:10 to go here left in the third. The Bandits kill off one of the penalties, and we are now 5-on-4. Gabby London moving it up to Poirier. Back up to Alina Collins. Collins firing and scoring. Alina Collins, a big rip from the outside. And just like that, the Breakers lead by 10. So some great ball movement here by the Breakers. And again, just like in previous games, a little too much room up at the top as Alina Collins fires through the screen, beating Faith Heaslip under the right leg guard. And just like that, the Breakers leading this one by a huge margin, 16-6. With 62 shots on goal to the Bandits' 28. Lots of rubber coming the Bandits' way here. As number 14, Larac picks up the ball. And a new face-off draw person for the Breakers there with number 3, Rachel Bourgeois, getting some looks. As the Breakers looking to experiment, leading this game by a substantial margin. So Aliyah Larac moving in here. Aliyah Larac dumping it back to number 26, Lauren Delaney. Lauren Delaney looking for a pick set by Aliyah Larac as she is pressured there by Maggie Duck. Ball still being fought for, and Maggie Duck running around here, cross-checking. And a loose ball push charge to number 16, Maggie Duck, as we will go with Dartmouth Bandits ball. Aliyah Larac still moving around the horn. She's behind the net now. Looking for somebody coming through the middle there. The Bandits offense utilizing that net behind the net. As Aliyah Larac still stands behind the net looking for options. There's 10 seconds to go left on the shot clock. And a dunk attempt there. Doesn't go. And the Breakers will get the ball again. As Maggie Duck will start us off here. She has some rules. And with 3:50 to go left in the third period, the Breakers still lead 16-6. The ball finds itself in the stick of Pierce Batchelder, who quick sticks it over to Gabby London, who fights her way to the front, and a great save there by Faith Heaslip. And some tensions boiling over in front of the net there. A couple of slashes, but no call from the referee. To number 16, Maggie Duck. Number 16 now with it again. Maggie Duck playing both sides of the ball really well here tonight, moving it over to Pierce Batchelder. Over to Alina Collins, who fires an overhand rip. And making the save was Faith Heaslip. Sadie Beaton will start us off. And we'll try and find Lexi Joy on the pass, but the ball is picked up by the Breakers again. Maggie Duck moving it over to Alina Collins. Collins here moving it over to Myra St. Hilaire. Now over to Gabby London. And some tensions boiling up in front of the net. It's Maggie Duck getting involved with Lexi Joy. So lots of displeasure for number 16 on the Breakers from the entire Bandits bench here. As the ball's thrown up towards the Breakers bench. And will get away from the Bandits. As there's a back-in call charged to the Eastern Shore Breakers, and we'll go Dartmouth Bandits ball. So 2:43 left to go in the third here, still 16-6. As Graciana Moore is pressured there by Beth Hailstone, who will strip her of the ball. And the Breakers will start up the floor here. They lose the handle on the ball there and picked up by Lauren Delaney. Delaney looking for Gabriella Safatali, who also misses the handle. Number 18 for the Breakers. Gabby London will get us started off. London with some wheels. London powering her way towards the front here. As she spins and fires a shot just over the goal. And the Breakers will fail to pick the ball back up before it goes back over. So we'll go Dartmouth Bandits ball. As number 18, Rory McInnes, start us off here. And number 6, Chloe Wiseman, just starting in on her a little bit too early. That's Rory McInnes. We'll pass it off to Lauren Delaney before going off for a change. Now Leela Rack with it now. Leela Rack, a pick set by Lauren Delaney. Delaney, pick and roll on the pick from Leela Rack there. Leela Rack now with it again. So Watson movement up at the top here in the Dartmouth Bandits, as there's 5 seconds to go left on the shot clock. And we will go Eastern Shore Breakers way here. As number 16, Maggie Duck, will give chase with a minute 35 left to go. This game all but over. And the Breakers, Maggie Duck, will look to kill off the last minute 30. Left in the third. Ball's moved over. And a shot and a great save made by Faith Eastlet. The ball's picked right back up by the Breakers. And moved down to Maggie Duck. Duck with it now. And lots of pressure to Maggie Duck. She crease dives and scores. A highlight reel goal there, scored by number 16, Maggie Duck. And just like that, it's 17-6. So Maggie Duck getting back for all those slashes and all the cross checks. And she picks up the ball here and spins on number 66, Molly DeBay, and dives. And Michael Jordan across the crease there to put it past Faith Eastlet. And just like that, it's 17-6 Breakers. As there is 67 shots for the Breakers there, no joke intended. For the Bandits, 29. An illegal procedure charge to Leela Rack, and the Breakers already celebrating with a minute 10 to go here. They've played very well here tonight, putting up a lot of offensive strength. As the ball now with Rachel Bourgeois. Bourgeois had a couple draw attempts for the Breakers. She is getting involved there with number 57, Abigail Holm-Larson, so some tensions here. And the Breakers and Bandits don't seem to like each other very much, as they met earlier on in the season. As here's a shot from Leela Rack, just missing the mark. And the ball will go right back over. But it deflected off the goaltender. So refresh 30 here for the Bandits. It should be the last possession of the game. So Leela Rack looking to find Alina Gold. Sorry, that was Alexis Arsenault out front there. And Arsenault finding it again, hitting Michaela McDonald on 2 great saves. Maggie Duck picks up the ball here. Maggie Duck, they're now powering through, and a free hand charge to Maggie Duck. As Leela Rack will pick it up here. And with 10 seconds to go, it'll run out the clock. As Alila Rack looking to find the handle here. Alila Rack in here late and scores! Alila Rack, and just like that, it's 17-7. So something to take away here for Alila Rack with a couple goals tonight. She has been superb for the Bandits. And number 14 puts away another goal for the Bandits. She fights her way through the Breakers defense and beats Michaela McDonald on the far side. And 1 second to go here, just a little over 1 second. And we'll be all wrapped up here. She gets that Sophie draw to take the draw here for the Bandits. And the Eastern Shore Breakers roll into Dartmouth here and steamroll the Dartmouth Bandits as they fall to the 3rd loss of the season and 2nd to the Breakers. That was the final score here, 17-7. So the Eastern Shore Breakers, for a quick recap, showed a lot of offensive strength, putting 67 shots on Faith Eastlet and Mia Eckert combined. And the Dartmouth Bandits offense finding a little bit more life than last game, but yet not enough. Michaela McDonald stood tall as the Dartmouth Bandits will look to their next game to bounce back. And from the Shearwater Arena, we thank you for joining us tonight. We hope you have a very good night. Is that on? Hot mic.
Should be a little closer.